Hello, everyone, and welcome to our newest episode of What is Courage, a podcast from the heart with Muhamed Mussa. Hello, Muhammad.
Hello, Radu. How are you doing?
Fine, just being ready for this episode, which I know we talked about it and postponed it because last week we had this a difference between the hourly in Zanzibar and the hour in Bucharest, and now we are ready to go.
Yes, yes.
And thank you so much because you made time for this episode, and I know from what we spoke earlier that you left your home. This was your free day, and you took your motorbike and went
Stone Town.
to what?
Stone Town to Stone Town here.
To Stone Town in a restaurant to have this episode with me. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Moha, I want to ask you, please,
Yeah.
to present yourself, because I know you from last year, and it was a very, very good encounter in Zanzibar, and
Uh,
the public doesn't know you, and I want you to present yourself, what you are doing there, who you are, and so on. Thank you.
okay, my pleasure. And I'm so grateful for having me here. And actually, my name is Muhamed Mussa, Muhammad. And I am local Zanzibari, born and raised here in Zanzibar. And currently, I'm 22 years old. And I'm also a student in University of Tourism here in Zanzibar. But right now, I've just stopped a bit because there are a lot of stuff that I have to manage. And thereafter, I'll get back to university. And also, I'm the second child from my family with about 11 kids that we share, mama. I mean, my father was polygamy before. He was polygamy with about two wives. And right now we are about 11, but we share mothers, and there are some kids that we share only father. But we are totally 11. We are totally 11. And I'm the second one. And currently, I'm a tour guide. I'm doing a tour here in Zanzibar. I do speak English, a bit of Romanian and Germany. And I'm super excited to be here in this podcast and to share what I know and what I have regarding my perspectives and my experience about tour guidings and everything about life and all this stuff. Because what I know is that we people from African and other from European, we are quite different. So my hope is that whatever I'm going to share with you, it will be a bit interesting because we are different. And right now I'm in Zanzibar also, and I'm just doing this trip as a guide. And I've been doing this for about 2 years and almost 8 months now. And honestly, I'm super happy. I think like I'm so lucky to do this trip as a guide because from there I get to open my mind. I get to learn a lot of stuff. I get to become a bit open-minded, not like the way I were before. And I mean, I cannot compare myself to where I was before. And now it's totally different. So I'm really grateful for that. And thanks for having me here, Radu. That's about me.
Thank you so much for coming here.
My pleasure.
You told us earlier that now you had to stop your university studies.
University.
You are studying tourism in
Two-
Zanzibar. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. But why did you have to stop these studies?
Honestly, as I said to you before, like I have like two mothers, biological and stepmother, and I have a father who is biological one. And when I was like 3 years old, my father, it's like a short history about my life. When I was only 3 years old, my mama and my father, they break up. I mean, my mama got divorced. And
Yes.
then she got married to another husband. And from there, she was able to have other children. And when I first finished secondary level, I had to join the University of Tourism here in Zanzibar for the intention of understanding deeply about tourism and how to manage tourism, how to stay with the tourists. I mean, hospitality is all about hospitality.
Yes.
And when I was there in university, it's a government university, but you have to pay some money. It's not expensive. But regarding our life here in Zanzibar, where majorities of our family members, they depend on daily income. And even my brother, the eldest one, that time, he was not receiving a lot of money to take care of every kids and the family members. It was very hard. And even for my father, he was not able to offer everything to us, honestly. He was not able. So what I had in my mind, I had to take a course for about 1 year to get certificate. And once I finished there, I went to Madinatul Bahari. It's a hotel, five-star hotel. I went there for training. After training there, I met Cipriani, he's Romanian guy, and he wanted to have a guide who is an English speaking guide, and I had to join. And why I had to join? Because I wanted experience, and at the same time, I wanted to have money for helping my family.
Of course.
Not my family, just all the family, but also my mom, regarding my mom. Just my mom, actually, because his husband right now, the one that he get married after getting divorced
Yes.
from my father, he's not good financially. I mean, his job is unexpected. I mean, today he's going to work, tomorrow he doesn't going to work. Today he stay at home, tomorrow he stay at home, 5 days at home without doing anything. And the children, they need money, they have to go to school. And because I'm a local person, and I know what is happening around here in Zanzibar.
Yes.
If you don't have money, if your mindset is not well, I mean, you don't have a proper education about the life and all this stuff, and you don't have money, the children, our families, I mean, our brothers and all the siblings, they will not going in a right way, not being in a proper way
Yes.
as I want them to be. So after seeing this, I had to stop my university because I need money.
Yes.
Not just because I need money. If I keep staying there in university, every day going to university after 4 years, even those chances that I wanted to take will be taken by other people. So
Yeah.
in that period, right now, I work as a tour guide, but still I do take some courses online. I'm not going
Okay.
to, but I'm about to get back to university next year, hopefully.
Okay.
All right. My
I I
pleasure.
encourage you. I encourage you to do this, and I respect a lot your role as Muha. You are actually the main family provider, or am I wrong?
Actually, I'm not the main family provider. I'm not the family provider. Like playing a very big role in my family.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
especially from the side of my mother, because my father has a bit money and he's helping my stepmother with the kids.
Okay.
But also have to take care together with my brother, our mama, biological one, because she got nothing. This morning here, when I was on the way coming for this podcast and for the interviews, I was talking to her and he was asking for the same things, like about money, just talking about money, because I have to offer all of this stuff. This is what I'm doing actually, and I'm so happy about it. Like helping them, buying things, telling my brothers and my sisters going to school, no, motivating them. It's about motivation because they are super lucky because I'm here with them. Like I was a bit lucky, and if I take a look to other local children, the way that they are living their life, the way that they behave, the way that their family is offering those things like basic needs is different. They are not lucky, honestly. They are not lucky. And I don't want to see my brothers and my siblings staying like them. They are like them. I don't want that to see. That's why all the time trying to work, doing some of the stuff to get money and share knowledge and whatever I have with them to make sure that they are going at the top.
Okay.
Yes.
Muha, you when I invited you in this podcast, you asked me why did I invite you and what is your connection with courage? And
Yeah.
I want you to answer this. Why do you
Uh,
think I invited you in this podcast? And what do you think about courage and your relationship to courage? What do you actually feel and think about this?
about courage and my relationship to
Yes.
courage.
Yes, yes.
Ah. talking to my perspectives and myself, actually, I mean, frankly speaking, what I'm doing right now, or the life that I'm totally living right now, takes a lot of courage, actually, a lot of courage. And, just imagine being in a community where about 90%, 99% of the people are Muslim, and many of them are not so well educated. I mean, the education about tourism is limited.
Yes.
They have vast knowledge about tourism. They're not so well educated and not so well civilized. And you are from that families or you are from that communities. And for them, being a tour guide or being around all the time with the tourists, they're always thinking that this is not a right job for you because they are always criticize this job. All the time they are criticizing this job. So for me, just to do a trip as a guide is definitely a courage for me. Because honestly, it's so hard for me. It's really hard. And it's so hard because this misunderstanding, I mean, these misconceptions of believing that doing a tour guide or being a tour guide will always change your mind, will always change your perspectives and the total ways of living. And also, this will change your norm. This is what many of the local people from Zanzibar believe in, that once you are a tour guide, you are going to change. Once you are a tour guide, because you are connected with the Western culture and our culture is different. So people, they are thinking that I'm totally changed. You see, right now here, I wear this hat. Most of my time, I do have this. It's not about to showcase to the people like I'm a Muslim, this is Muhammad. It's just a symbol of have like it's something that I like all the time. I like to have this with me. But many of the local people right now, since I started doing this trip, especially those who are very close to me, they're not isolating me, but they are not really appreciating what I'm doing as a tour guide. So I do have a very big task to prove to them that what I'm doing is definitely the right thing to do. It's just because you don't have the education. I mean proper education about tourism. So for me, this is a courage. I can give you a very good example, which is coming from my own family actually. When I just finished a secondary level, I wanted when I introduced my intention to my parents that I want to join a university of tourism in Zanzibar, my mother, biological, she refused. My mother, she refused. She was against it. She said, like, Mohammed, you don't have to join that university of tourism because you'll be starting working as a guide, maybe, or going to the hotel and start drinking, start wearing different clothes, start forgetting about your norms. You want to be more conservative. You want to be preserving your culture and the tradition. You will forget about everything. You will be changed totally. Because my mom was always thinking that my brother, who is a tour guide, and my father, who is a tourist driver, they changed because of tourism. So for her to accept me to be a tour guide was absolutely a very big thing. So actually, it was really hard for her. She was refusing that. And since I was joining university, she was not okay with that. But the one who was always playing a big role was my brother and my father. They were telling me, like, your mom doesn't want you to join, but it's okay. You join it. And then you will have to prove to her that this job is right. It's only the way that people perceive. Is just, there are some local people here who are educated, but the way that they are trying to explain and trying to put these ideas of tourism to other local people who are not so well educated is different. They are not telling them like, if you are a tour guide, if you are well dedicated and ambitious, you will never change. People are changing not because of tourists. It's just because their mindset is changing. Not because the tourists are drinking and then you will drink. I've been doing this for 3 years. I never smoke in my life. I never drink. But honestly, there are people that are thinking that I'm drinking and I'm smoking. And this is hurting me a lot. Honestly, Radu, I speak deeply in my heart. This is hurting me. to be like acting like a good person. I mean, I'm not acting, I'm a good person. I'm trying to offer the knowledge, about tourism
I
to the
know.
people. Yes, all the time I do this because I know they have a lack of education about tourism. So the only thing that can help me to change them, their perspectives and thought about me, is to offer the education. And I'm also trying to share whatever I know, whatever I learn, I share with them. I'm telling them, listen, my friend, in tourism, we do this and this and this. If you're coming and joining, you'll get this. It's all about knowledge. What I noticed right now, since I was doing this trip, what I learned for about 2 years and 8 months is I would never learn even for 10 years, honestly. Even
Okay.
honestly, what I learned in tourism is more than what I learned from university. If I was just staying in university right now, I would have no money, I would have nothing, I would have a knowledge, but not the same that I have right now. So for me, when I'm talking about courage, it's something that I live in it. I live actually in that courage. And since I joined that university, my mom was like, no, don't go there. And then I start changing a little bit. I was going to university. When I learn something from the tourist, I come, I share with her. Like, these are the things, this is how it's supposed to be. And right now she's changing. Right now, she's also trying to tell her
Nice.
friends, no, tell
Nice.
your kid to go to university and be like Muhammad. I
Nice.
actually am like an example to them. When I go to where I was born in my community, if I go right there right now, it sounds a bit different to many people. Those people who are over 45, they have different perspectives and thoughts. And we young generation over 27, we are doing things in a different way. So themselves who are over 45, they think like this is not the right way to do. And we think this is the right way to do. So right now, many of the family members, they say like, no, try to be like Muhammad. He never changed for about 2 years and 8 months now. He's working, he's getting money, he's a bit smart, he's always knowledgeable and ready to share whatever I know with them. So it's definitely a courage. And another example, I do trips, as for example, I do a cultural trip regarding Zanzibar's life. And I'm always trying to showcase the diversity of culture and the tradition here in Zanzibar. And in that trip also, I do bring the tourist to the witch doctor. I mean, shaman. I bring the tourists there to the shaman, not for preaching, not to change their mind. We're not going there for sacrifices, just to learn, to know that this is a part of our culture. We people from Zanzibar, we believe in superstition things, in supernatural power. I don't believe, but I'm talking about the people who are also here in Zanzibar, over 20%. They believe in that. So when I just go there to bring the tourists to the Shamal, just to know and having education about it, the majority of the people who are living there, majority of the people who sees me bring the tourists there, they are coming to me and they're asking me like, why, Muhammad, you are doing this? You are Muslim. We know that you are Muslim. You take the people from Europe, like with the Western culture, you bring them to the shaman and bring the tourist or bring anyone or going just to the shaman for the Muslim. This is the biggest sin. They don't,
Okay.
yes, this is the biggest sin. So I, for me, this is so weird. I want to explain to them like what I'm doing here is all about experience, but they don't understand it. What they know is that I bring the tourists to the shaman only to make sacrifices and to spread this supernatural power to each and every person because I go there frequently. And they are telling me, now you've come with more than 200 people to the shaman. So what are you going to tell to your God? I say, I know what I'm going to tell because I'm not doing sacrifices here, just to see, to experience only that. So the people themselves, they have different thoughts about Muhammad. I myself, I'm a good person, but for other people, they say like he's a good person, but what he's doing is not right. And this is all about lack of education. So is really courage for me. And I'm still keep doing this all the day by day. I'm not giving up. I'm always trying to be patient, you know? I'm trying to be patient and I'm always trying to prove wrong to them. Many of them that are always staying with me, they have already changed a lot. They change a lot.
Uh-huh.
A
So
lot. Yes.
So actually, it works what you are doing. It works not only for you, but they say courage is contagious. I mean, what you are doing, it works in terms of changing the other people's mindset.
Sure, sure.
You know, when I met you in our trips, I was amazed by the fact that you believe so strongly in education. You always were talking about education, education, education every day, and I was
Sure.
amazed. But because I also believe that this could be the most powerful for the thing you can do individual there as a person, to
Sure.
um, to spread the education, to encourage young people to go to school, to talk to their parents. I mean to leave them to go to school, because it's hard to have kids in school. For some families there, as you told me, it's not so easy.
No, no, it's not. It's super hard. And as you're saying that for me, education is my priority. Is my priority. And what I've noticed so far is that we people from Zanzibar, we are very good people, and also we do have a lot of potential and possibilities of changing things. But what we don't have is just education. I mean, proper education about something. So all the time, when I get to learn new things that I might think that this can change someone, this can help someone, I'm always ready to share. I share with them because I want them to change also. Because this is super difficult, so difficult. That's why the life is always staying the same, because people, they are not curious. They don't really want to learn about new things. Always they have what they learned many years ago. So for me, education is the only way. So what I'm doing exactly, it's changing many people. Even also, it brings many people to a negative side, like they're not agreeing with this. But many of them, they are changing and they believe like this is the right way. They just don't
Okay.
know what is it.
Okay.
Because yes, because even our Prophet Muhammad, we as a Muslim, many years ago, when he was alive, he was visiting these different places. And to those places, there are also guides. There are
Yeah,
some who are guiding him. They were bringing him here, show this, and all this stuff. But the guiding that you are doing right now and what was happening before was different. Because in that day, people were not walking like naked, you know. For us, walking without covering your hair as a woman is a bit naked, you know. So people to understand these perspectives, it's so hard. It takes a lot of time to change their views, but all the time I'm trying to be consistent and staying on my approaching all the time. I do what I think is okay because I always stay true to myself all the time. I stay true to myself. And
Muha, this is courage.
yes, and I'm trying to lead by example, you know. If I think that what I'm doing is okay, I do that. I'm trying to show by example. I do this and this is how it's
Yes.
supposed to. I'm trying to show to them that doing a tour guide will never change your views, will never change your perspectives, your life, your norms, or religion things. And also, I'm trying to share with them like it's possible to keep a balance between tour guiding and our norms and our culture or beliefs. It is possible.
Of
I
course.
must, yes, I myself, I do trips with the tourists almost every day, and most of the time I have a full day trips. And the tourists are asking me like, "At what time are you praying?" You know, the guests they're asking me, "What time are you praying?" And even my neighbors, my people, my fellow communities
Yes.
members, they're asking me like, "Mohammed, you're always with the tourists, morning till evening. At what time you pray?" I do pray because I don't spend all the time with them there. When I have like a break, I bring them to the restaurant. Let's say I don't stay there with them. I leave them there. I go to pray. I talk to Allah and all this stuff. Then I'm coming back. I join the group and we keep doing the trip. And sometimes, for example, I'm eating and I'm posting a picture on my WhatsApp with only water in a glass. When they see that water in a glass, they are writing like, Muhammad, that's not a drink, that's a beer, you know? They say, that's a beer. Why are you drinking? Why you stay always there in with the tourists? They are not covering their hair. So it sounds different. And for me, many years ago, like 2 years ago, was very difficult, so difficult. Sometimes I was telling my friend from here, he's a tour guide. I was telling him like, I am about to give up because I don't want to hurt some people. I don't want to let people thinking bad about me. I just want people to know that I'm a good person. I'm the same person. I never change. But all the time they are not understanding. They are thinking like Muhammad changed because of the tourists and things like that. Because
Actually,
yes, yes.
please.
Okay, because many of the people here in Zanzibar, after they get into tourism, they start drinking. They start having dreadlocks, Rastaman, start dating with the European girls. Myself, I never date. But my people from here, my community members, when I'm posting just a picture with a girl, they say like, you are dating him, you are dating her. This is what they are thinking. Like, I'm dating European girls, I'm drinking, I smoke cigarette, I go to party every day. This is what they are thinking. But for me, it's okay. I'm always trying to be patient and stay true to myself and try to provide education to them, whatever I know. That's the thing. So,
You started this at 19 years old, being a tour guide.
yes, end of 19 years, about 20 years, yes.
End of 19 years, yeah, about 20. I mean, it's normal to wonder sometimes that shouldn't I give up because it's very bad for my family, for my friends, and so on. But sticking to your values and staying true to your values and being true to yourself and always striving for leading by example and helping anyone else to change their mindset. I believe this takes a lot of courage, and this is true courage, you know.
Yes, sure, of course, Ryan.
So that's why I invited you in the podcast, because you actually you don't talk about courage. I've never heard you saying mentioning this word. Actually, you are living it.
I leave it, and it happens to me many of the time. Like I'm trying to give up, and most of the time I'm talking to my brother. Like some of my friends, they have like there is one thing that always feels me makes me feel like I'm very frustrated. I mean, they have this misconception of thinking that I have a lot of money. Many of my friends, they are thinking that I have a lot of money. Not just I have money, I have a lot of money. Because many of the local people, they are thinking that everyone, I mean, European, all the European who are coming to Zanzibar, they are rich. Not they have money, they are rich, they have a lot of money. And when I'm staying with them, all the time, I'm receiving tips, dollars, dollars. This is what they have in their mind. They are not thinking that the tourists might come here and spending a lot of money, but that money that they are spending doesn't reflect to my income because I'm paid on another side. If they want to give me tips, they give me tips. If they don't want to give me tips, they don't give me tips. But just to be around all the time with the tourists, that doesn't mean that I have a lot of money. This is also very hard thing for me. It's really difficult to explain to the people that I don't have money. It's happening a lot. Many of my family members from our family, they are calling me, let's say, Mohammed, hello. If I'm not picking the phone, not answering the phone, they are saying to my mama directly, your son has changed, he doesn't pick us our phone, and all this stuff. And sometimes, if they're asking me for help, maybe there is a place where I have to assist something, I have to help them. If I'm not able to help, I'm always willing and I'm always open. I'm telling them, like, with this, I cannot help because I don't have anything. They will agree with that and say, okay. But after 2 days, you start hearing from many of the people, like Muhammad, we ask him, let's say $20. He refused. He said he doesn't have it. And those people who are told by those guys, they are saying, no, Muhammad has money, a lot of money, a lot of money. And for me, we people from Zanzibar, we live like a family. And for me, sharing is caring. I always trying to share whatever I have with every person, not just money, but I share also food, whatever I have. If I have clothes, I share. I share also my books, whatever I have, I share with them because those are the only people that are giving me happiness. That can be also a reason why I never travel in my life. I'm
Mm.
always, I never travel because I feel like I deserve and I supposed to stay here with them. For me, it sounds different to see like some people, they say like, no, you don't have to care about them, you don't have to care about people what say. You don't have to care. I care a lot because those are my people, because those are my only happiness. I'm trying to act like I don't care, but honestly, I do care a lot. A lot. I care a lot about them because those are the ones that I've growing up with them since when I was young. I growing up with them. We live together as a family. And right now they're asking me, Muhammad, please assist me with this. And I say, I cannot assist because I don't have things to help. I have nothing to help you. They say, no, he's changing. And some of them, they are even isolating you. I have people from my contact here. I have from my contact. They
And
were
this,
very friends
this
of mine, very good of friends of mine. But right now, since I start working, they are thinking that I'm overpaid. I'm paid a lot of money, and I'm not helping them. And things are like that. They don't like it, and myself also, I really don't like it. I don't appreciate it. This is giving me a very difficult time. Sometimes I'm not going to work sometimes. I just need time for relaxing, like today. Just relaxing, stay home, not doing anything. Just trying to find another ways of doing stuff and all of that. But all in all, because I'm trying to stay true to myself, I'm trying to be ambitious and watching the future, next 20 years. I keep learning, keep working. Always, I'm trying to stay connected with the people who are in the same career, that we share the same career, because those are only people with the same mindset, with the same ideas and ideology. So most of the time I'm connecting with them. I share all my time with them, my stories and everything, because even themselves, they are facing the same thing. But I think in my side, I do face a lot because I'm connected with a lot of people. I know a lot of people here. Everyone is a friend of mine. Everyone is a family to me. So if you have this kind of heart and this kind of life, people, they won't hesitate maybe when they're having problem. They won't hesitate to ask you. They are telling you, Mohammed, I have this, I have this. Even for example, when I go to school for the cultural trip, I do bring also tourists to school.
I
And
know. I've been with you last year.
yes, there. When I bring the tourists there, those kids, they are taking me as their biological brother. All the kids, not all of them, but many of them are coming to me and they are telling me what they need. Like they are
Yes,
telling their problems. Honestly, 100%. They are
yes,
telling Muhammad, I need a book. Muhammad, I need a watch like yours. Muhammad, I need a t-shirt. I don't have shoes. And I see that they don't have those stuff. That's why they're telling me. And they are telling because they don't have anyone to buy. They don't have anyone that they can go and telling them like, Muhammad, oh, my brother, I want this. They are coming to me. They're telling me, Muhammad, I don't have, I ate nothing. I want something to eat. If I have, I share with them.
yes.
And if I share with 100 of them are coming to me. Next day, they say, Muhammad, hey, Muhammad, come here. I don't have this. This is what they are saying. I really want to help. But on the side, another side, it's hard for me to do that.
Of course, of course.
It happened only one day, going there without giving someone something. They are like, oh, he doesn't want to give us, this and this. But for kids, it's different for the kid because once you are talking to them, they're understanding. But for other people, They never understand this. Never understand this. Never.
Moha, I want to ask you something about this. When we met,
Yes.
I ask you about something. You know that all the kids I've met, but some of the adults or many parents
Yes.
are showing a big smile on their faces. Remember the
I,
question?
I
And
remember. Yes.
I ask you if this smile it's actually aligned with what they really feel deep inside. Can you please share the answer? Because it was very moving to me to realize it.
Uh, honestly, what you are always seeing from the face of the local Zanzibaris, I mean, regarding their smiles, it doesn't really reflect what they have inside. Uh, those smiles are actually coming from my childhood. When we are very young, we used to smile all the time. Right now, I'm talking to you, I'm smiling, but it doesn't mean like from inside, I'm okay. It's not always like that. Just trying to go from the local places and see their life, the way that they are living, trying to see the way that they are wearing the clothes, the way that they are looking,
They eat.
and yes, the way that they are eating, and try to reflect with their smiles, you will definitely have the right answer
Yes.
of that. For me, I'm a local person. I do have good days. I have also bad days. There are some days that I'm happy, some days I'm not happy. But you will never find me sad all the time like this or
Yeah.
staying frustrated. When I'm tired, you will find me like, but you will see the smile from my face because this is how we are since when we were young. We are teaching, for example, the kid when they are young, the girls actually when they are very young, like 3 years, we try to cover their hair with the scarf.
Yes.
When when they're growing up, they are becoming like addicted to it. They are getting used to that. They will
Yes.
never go out without covering their hair. So
Yes.
it's that they used to do since back then. So it's the same with the smiling.
It's the
So
same with the smiling. Okay.
it doesn't reflect to what they have from inside. If you are talking to them because they don't know you, all the time they will be happy. But sometimes when I go, for example, to the village, I try to follow to talk to some of the kids. I'm telling them, please come here. Tell me what you have. They are open, they're not smiling anymore because they know
Mhm.
this is Muhammad. He knows that if I'm smiling, I'm okay. If I'm not smiling, I'm not okay. They are telling me, Muhammad, I have this and this. But after they're telling me that in their face, I see their smile again. They don't care. They are hungry. They don't care. They are unhappy. They don't care. Maybe they are sick all the time. They are like this, smiling and try to provide happiness to each and every person, especially when they see the tourists all the time. They are smiling. They want to make you feel okay, not judging them like, no, they are smiling, but they are not in a good looking. They have nothing to eat. It's not like that. Their life is their life. That is their real life. And they are used to living that ways. So it's
Okay.
very hard to change it. And they just accept the life, just to be happy all the time, enjoying the life. That's what they can have, and that's what they can do, and that's what they learn also from their parents, to be happy, be respectful, and always to stay in a religion perspective. Only that.
Okay. On one hand, I see some benefits in this attitude. Like, I don't know, first of all, is that smiling sends the right signal to the brain and actually influences the state of mind. This is one thing, but that's a psychological trick I can do with myself to fool my brain that I'm okay.
Yeah, yes, sure, sure.
Another benefit is that the fact that they are actually so you are actually very resilient and you don't I don't know you don't complain too much. There are some people who always complaining and a lot of bad energy for them and for the other the closest one, okay? But on the other hand, always having this, let's say, defense mechanism because it's a coping mechanism to
Yeah.
the scarcity they encounter there, to the tough life they are actually living. Always to fool myself with this mask, with this smile that I'm okay. Maybe it's not so healthy on a long run, you know? I mean, first of all, for my soul and for living true to my values, and second of all, because if I'm doing this, you are doing this, and our friends are doing this, neither the politicians, neither our leaders, and all of us will not know that we are actually not living the life we show we feel, you know. Actually, we are not okay at all. And you ask me that time, Radu, how do you think this smile is very true? Because this smile is not true, it's fake. How do you think it can be true when all the family sometimes is eating through only one, you told me, one bowl of rice or something like this, and it's something hard. You cannot, you know, Moha, I believe your internet connection has some problems. Okay, so now we are back because we have 1 more gigabyte of
Yeah, yeah.
and that's very good. Thank you for
My
for
pleasure. My
coming back,
pleasure. My
Muha.
pleasure. My
I
pleasure,
just
Raul.
I wanted to ask you another thing about courage, which is very strongly related to courage, which is actually fear. What what
Yes.
do, what are your fears, if you have some fears?
My biggest fear actually is losing people. Just my biggest fear because I've lost a lot of people on my ways that I was expecting to go with them in the top, but now they're like left me, you know. They are doing their stuffs. And also I'm expecting to lose a lot of them because of what I'm doing actually. Not just because I'm doing these trips, is the way that I'm always trying to focus on my stuff. Because when you are focusing, you don't have much time to stay with the people, like talking to them like before. And again, when they're coming with their helps, you're not helping them and you're not talking to them. It sounds different to them. In their mind, they do have a negative section, not a positive one.
Yes.
So this is my biggest fear, to lose people, because sometimes even my aunt, my uncle also, they are not like they're not with me like the way that they were before. Many of them, they're not like with me like that. So I know this is all happening because I'm working right now. I have a work, I have a job. They are thinking that I am well paid and that my job is really good and I get a lot of money. And they are saying that I'm isolating them. Not they are isolating me, I'm isolating them. Not
Okay.
all of them, but over 35% of my people that were very good to me right now, they are different. Totally different. Totally different.
Okay.
If in some time I meet them on the way, I'm trying to show a smile, talking to them, but they're okay, 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 see you then. And then they go. And
Uh,
I'm asking myself, like, why this? We are not supposed to be like that. It doesn't matter. We stay like 2 years without meeting, or we meet today. Tomorrow we meet. We have to show happiness to ourselves. Hello, Mohammed. How are you doing? This is how we are. But I meet a guy. Hello, I'm trying to hug, but like this. And then, okay, see you, bro. Okay, bye bye. Only like that. And that's is not what I like. I always trying to be okay with my friends, with my brothers, my siblings, and every person from our family. So that is my fears, to lose the people, and also to fail not to showcase what I want to showcase, to fail not to open people's mind, not to let people know what they're supposed to know about education regarding tourism. That's my only fear. But
you know,
hopefully,
it's please.
Yes.
It's a universal fear. It's not something that you are living right now only in Zanzibar because
No.
you you um, you are on your own path, and your own path even is
Okay.
something that can bring your family and your friends a lot of benefits through
Yes.
education, through the money you make, through your support, and through changing their mindset, which is very, very important. Even is if these all are true, actually the people around you might be scared that they are losing you, that you are the one who change, and this is the reaction of their fears, because I'm fearful that Moha now is, I don't know, drinking, smoking, and dating European girls because he has a lot of money. But these are my fears. These are my problems, which is very
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
to overcome. And this is why I put this stamp on Moha. Actually, I believe that you are on your path, and if you think this is the right path, this is a courageous thing to do
yeah,
to
yes, yes.
to
I
keep carry on, carry on.
Yes, yes. I'm always doing that, and I never, let's say, I have no, I have to skip. I
Nice.
don't. I do that all the time, but my fear is to lose them. And also, I'm expecting sometimes I'm like that. I say there will come a time where these people that are working with me, for example, in a cultural trip,
Yes.
they won't need to work with me anymore because there are people who are telling them like, Muhammad is coming here, he's giving you this money, and also he's getting a lot of money from the tourists. And tourists are coming here, they are taking the pictures of our kids. They are also touching them. You don't know what they have. They are giving them food. He's not allowed to give the food, but Muhammad is saying like this food is okay, eat. We have these beliefs right now about, let's say, different beliefs. Like some people, they might come with the sweets, but they put inside some other stuff to change the children, something like that, to make them sick, to put some disease in there. This is what people have in their mind. It's not actually like real. It's happening in some places, but I never saw something like that. But they're always saying like, you have to be careful with Muhammad. You don't know what he wants from you. You don't know why he's bringing the guests there. The guests are coming with a different
These are
intention.
the fears. You know.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Muha, only two more questions, and of course you can add
No
anything
worries. No
you
worries.
see. One is related to your future, and you told me that you have a vision for the next 10 or 20 years.
20 years. Yes, yes.
20 years, which is actually amazing because you are 22 years old, and most of the people I know don't have a 2 years vision, and they are 30 or 40, which
You
is
know,
you have lived half of this 40 years lifespan, and you have a vision for the next half. I mean, amazing. Please share with us if you can your vision, and how is this related to courage, please?
actually, you say that most of the people there have like a thinking or they have a vision about 2 years or 3 years. We have these sayings of pole pole,
I
pole
know.
pole, hakuna matata.
And
Slowly, slowly, no worries or no
look,
problem. You have
Hakuna
it, hakuna
Matata.
matata.
Of
No,
course.
I see that. Yes. Pole pole, hakuna matata. So for me, to think about the next 2 years, it will be more pole pole. And I don't want it. All the time, I want to remain consistent and focusing. If I will be looking about next 2 years, I won't work like the way that I'm working right now. So what I'm always trying to do is to think in the future. Right now, I'm working for the future. Right now, whatever I do is for the future. So my vision is to have enough knowledge about tourism. That's why I went to learn a tour guiding. I learned also hospitality. together with the knowledge that I get from tourists, the one that are always ready to share with me whatever they know about tourism, whatever they learn, combining all of them together and try to put in the mind of the local people who doesn't know, who don't know actually these things that we are calling education about tourism, to let them know what is tourism and all this stuff, because according to the knowledge that I have right now, is not enough. So I have a big task to learn a lot and changing them, providing education to them, even to teach them languages like Romanian and all others. And also, I want to do a business in tourism, not like having my own hotel, but also having my guests from other countries, doing some marketing, provide job opportunity to the people. Because if I will have my own guests from different countries, telling them to come to Zanzibar, and I will take those people who don't believe in tourism, tell them, bring them to my company, give them a job, let them do it, experience by themselves, and then there will be also the reason of changing others.
Nice.
Because even myself, I was thinking the same, like to do a tour guide, being in tourism, I will change. But once you are in that career, you will understand everything's in and out. So my future first, actually, I want to travel.
Okay.
And it's my
Nice.
hope that next year in May or June, I will be in Romania, honestly. Next year, yes, May or June, I'll be in Romania.
Must drink a coffee together
Drinking coffee.
and
To see
allow me to be your tour guide in
yeah, yes.
a little bit of Romania.
Honestly, yes, yes.
Good. That's very
That's
good.
the reason why I learn Romanian for the moment. You know,
Good
I
man.
want to be in Romania, to see the life, to see the difference,
Nice.
to learn, to have like a lifetime experience. You know, because I never travel and I want to be in Romania. I have friends in Romania who are very good to me. I like also Romanian, and from their knowledge that I will get from there and to other countries, coming back here home to put what I learned or what I got from there, put here in my country, and changing as much as I can.
Okay.
Opening, let's say, my own company, taking my own guests, renting cars, giving jobs to my family members, to other my friends, and things like that.
Okay. Nice.
That's my future actually. Yes, that's it.
Muha, do you have related to the future? Do you have any advice would you give to a more fearful guy, not so courageous as you are? Only one short advice to be more courageous.
Be more courageous. Uh, what can I say about this actually? For me, a short advice for those people who are having fears, they're not courageous. First, they have to look in themselves. I mean, in their vision actually, to take a look what they have in their mind, and also they have to keep focus on it, and they have to remain consistent, and also to stay true to themselves. That's the most important thing, to stay true to themselves and to be patient. And always they have to be ready to learn and fight things with those fears.
Nice.
That's it. Yes.
Thank you so much, Muha. Is
My
there
pleasure.
anything you want to add? I should have asked you and I didn't ask you, and you want to say something you didn't say?
Something. Uh, for those people, sometimes people are not like courageous because maybe since they were born, they were just living in the same places, not having different life experience. They should better visiting some other places where the life is totally different. And from there they can get to learn things and maybe they can have courages. Because
Okay.
myself, I get courage because I do visit different places here in my country. And since I got to see those stuff, things changing on my side. Right now, I'm a bit courageous and I do things as I want. And I'm always staying consistent because when I'm trying to think about myself, to think about people who trying to let me down, who trying to push me down, and trying to think about what I've seen from other families, from other communities, This keeping me at the top and helping me and leading me on the right path, not staying out of the line. That's it.
Mulțumesc, mulțumesc, Muha.
Plăcere, plăcere.
Tu știi un pic de românește, iar s-a blocat, să știi, internetul. Dar s-a blocat cu o imagine drăguță în care îi spunem la revedere lui Muha în cazul în care nu mai apare. Prima oprire a fost pentru că s-a folosit 1 giga de net cât pusese el pe cartelă. Acum a mai avut un picuț de net. Îi mulțumim frumos pentru interviu, pentru că interviul oricum s-a terminat și s-a terminat cu el zâmbind și vă doresc curaj în tot ceea ce faceți.